What's good, people out there? Welcome to the first episode of the Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden. Today, I will be showing you what we had to endure before we began the gardening experience at our residence. We just purchased this home a few months ago back, Thanksgiving. So, we had a lot of cleaning and prepping to do, but in the backyard, it was a mess. So, I had to remove the tarp, the rocks, that was smothering the roots of these trees. So that was the first step in order to begin the process for our gardening adventure. Um, so that's what I pretty much had to do. As you see here, we got the raised bed that my daughter and I put together. So my wife and I began the whole process of lining the raised bed with the plastic to protect, any rot, to preserve the life of the wood because it is not treated with any type of stain or nothing like that. That could be toxic and poisonous to us since we are going to be consuming the food. So if you do decide to go this route, you want to make sure that you buy wood that is not treated and make sure you line the interior of your raised bed. So as you see here, we are beginning, actually finishing up, the rest of the raised bed. So we still, putting down the plastic, stapling it, to the sides of the board that's in the raised bed. And we also, got the potting soil that we need to put in there as well, that we also purchased from our local hardware store. No, actually, we got that from one of our nurseries in the area. So we bought that stuff from the nursery. And then here you see, we're still, putting all this plastic down. I mean, it's pretty tedious and time consuming, but in the long run, it'll pay off because, like I said, it'll preserve the life of your raised bed, and you won't have to, remove the wood and buy new wood and stuff like that, over and over again. So, I mean, that's what you want to do. Here you see, still putting down this plastic over there, down in the raised bed area. And it's pretty simple to do. It's not hard. Like I said, we are not like expert gardeners. We are not master gardeners. We this is our first time doing this, so we pretty much learned it from doing our research and watching other people. Yeah, like I was saying before, this is something that we're doing for our first time. It's not like we're experts or anything on gardening or nothing like that. This is a trial and error thing. And something that we wanted to do. We felt like we wanted to do when we bought our first house. So, well, actually not our first house, but our first house out in the western portion of the United States. So, what we got here is she's putting in the Patio Plus. We put in a combination of soil in each of the beds, so that we can have, the proper nutrients and vitamins for the plants that we place up in the raised garden. So that's the Patio Plus that we're using. And this was recommended by one of the representatives at the nursery that we visited in our area. So, they advised us to use Patio Plus. So we trying Patio Plus. So right now we're going to use that, see how that works out, and if it works out good for us, we'll let you know and recommend it if it's a good soil. So, but that's what we're using. Patio Plus is one of the soils anyway. And right here we also adding in another major component to the potting bed, well, the raised bed, some Miracle Grow. So this is also another component to help promote healthy growth of the vegetables and herbs that we'll be placing in the raised beds. And like I said before, this was a recommendation. This is what we, through doing our due diligence and doing the research, and asking questions at the nursery. This was what was recommended. So this is what we're placing in the raised bed, and we put it in each of them. You didn't have to use a lot, but it was just an equal balance. Not sure the exact amounts, but we just tried to put an equal balance in each of the raised bed compartments. And from there, we went ahead and topped it off with the other potting soil, to pretty much fill out the rest of the compartments of each raised bed. So we placed in this potting soil that we also grabbed from the nursery, our local nursery. It's a vegetable and plant potting soil that you use in raised gardens. And then once you do that, you want to go ahead and mix it up. Make sure it's mixed up, thoroughly. So, like I said, you can get that proper growth and healthy plants and vegetables that you want in your garden. So you want to make sure that's distributed evenly inside your compartments. Yeah, so basically here we want to go ahead and just mix it up. Continue to mix it up. Make sure it's evenly distributed throughout each compartment. And that's what we did. We just continued, loading all of this soil into each compartment so that we could plant the vegetables. So yeah, so we went ahead, finished loading all that dirt up in the compartments of the raised bed, and then from there we went ahead and started planting the vegetables up in the garden and used a protective fence to put over the garden to protect it from the cats, because we had some damn cats in our backyard, so we don't need the cats going up in our garden. But we want to thank you guys for coming out, and we'll have more videos in the future.